Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're having a great Friday today. Today I want to talk to you about growth and what comes with it. There are different stages of growth that you can go through energetically, spiritually, physically, emotionally. And what happens many times along your path is that you grow and you put your intention out, and then you move in the direction of that intention, and things start to work and things start to really go because there's momentum behind it. But then all of a sudden sometimes things stop, or there's barriers, or there's people that have been in your life for a very long time that don't want you to grow, or don't see you in the space of growth, so they continue to put you down. They continue to put you in a place where they were comfortable where you met them, right? And so relationships are mirrors in your life, and so if there's anything going on with somebody or something, it's a great opportunity for when you're growing. That shows you really, when you have growth in your life, it shows you all that you are within you, and it shows you all the things that you're lacking too. And so growth is really sometimes a really hard process, because many times we break through a barrier, and then we have so much expansion and we have so much growth, and then we get to a point where we feel like we're taking a couple steps back, because it's like, no, this was going so good and it was so good. So let me just use an example, is that, like, financially, especially when you're in a business, when you're going to the next level in your business, sometimes it's going really well, and then when you step out into a new version of you, people may reoccur in your life that don't want you to move, or don't see you in that space of growth. And financially, it might show up as lack, or like you might have a big project and it might fail. And it truly is just the universe pushing you and showing you the more work that you have to do within you. So many people think, oh, I'm going to grow to this version of me, and then it's going to, that's it, I'm done, and I have had all the growth that I need. But the reality is, guys, is that growth really comes with a process. And I know that it's not easy for many of you to hear, because you just want the end result. But the entire part of it is the journey behind the process, right? How much am I growing each day? What have I accomplished this year? What have I accomplished in general? And I promise you guys, when you take it from a point of, oh my gosh, I have had so much growth, and I'm building so much more with my growth, and I'm so excited to keep moving through this momentum, even if there's difficult periods through the growth period, because there are always growth spurts. Energetically, there's growth spurts, spiritually, there's growth spurts, and physically, there's growth spurts. And think about when you're working out and you're trying to build muscle, and you have to break down the muscle before you actually build it back up again, right? And so that's the same process energetically and spiritually and mentally, with what happens into your brain, what happens in your energy fields, what happens with your soul. Is it goes through this process where sometimes within the growth period you have to break down everything. And even if you feel like you've had so much growth over the years, even if you feel like you've had, you're not even the same version of the person that you are, we're always expanding. That's who we are. We're energy, and energy always expands, and our soul is here to expand. So even if you feel like you've gotten to a different level, and the universe will always tell you if you're not moving in the place that you're supposed to be. And this was a perfect example for me. Was this year, I've had so much growth in my business, and it's been amazing and incredible and wonderful, but I've had some major financial stuff happening that hasn't happened in years to me, primarily because one, the universe is making sure that I'm stepping fully into what I'm doing. But also, at every level of growth, there's blockages that you have to break through. And so the thing that I do want to talk to you about is the people that show up in your life may not always be on this entire journey with you. And so I've said this many times, is season, reason, and lifetime. And so people come into your life for a season where it's just they're either there to help you or to bring you joy, or a reason where they're sometimes the reason is that it doesn't feel good, but I promise you that there's a lesson behind that. And then the lifetime of the people that are going to support you regardless of what you do. And this holds true with growth, because there are people that really just are comfortable and don't want to grow. And that's their own journey, and you let them go on their own journey and you let them do their thing. But the more that you, on a daily basis, step into your authenticity and say, this is me and this is who I am, and you may not like that, and I appreciate that, I'm sending you love, but you stand true to you and you say, this is who I am, this is what I love, this is what I enjoy doing, I'm going to continue to grow with or without you. And sometimes that's really, really, really hard to do because it's people that are close in your life, and many times, often it's family members, or often it's people that are super close with you, because like I said, relationships are mirrors, and their entire purpose is here to teach you. So what do you do in situations like that? What do you do with situations that are people that are so close to you that you can't cut them out of your life, but you don't know? So you truly, truly stand your ground, and you stand in your truth, and you stand in who you are. And then you say, okay, I love you, but I'm going to disconnect from you as much as I possibly can, right? And so you disconnect from their energy, you disconnect from them and so you continue to be you. And many people will feel that you're not being you because it's not the old version of you, right? And so they're very used to the older version of you. And the universe has changed energies, and we are now in the divine feminine energy, which is such a beautiful gift because now it's nurturing and it's love. And we were in the masculine energy, but we weren't even in the divine masculine energy, right? We stepped away from that. We were just in the power struggle, or the ego. And now the universe is really pushing everyone, men, women, children, to be in their divine feminine, to be softer, to be nurturing, to be loving, to grow, to have, experience in nature. And the coolest thing in the world, guys, is that you get to choose every single day how much growth you want to have. Is it an easy journey? No, it's not always easy. Will you lose people along that journey? You absolutely will lose some people on that journey. Does that mean that they're hurting you or they're malicious? No, it just means that there's different levels of consciousness, and you've reached a different level of consciousness. And that is what you have to understand about growth, is that there's so many levels of consciousness. And when you expand and others don't, that they're staying at the same level of consciousness, and you can't really stay at that same vibration. Again, everything is energy. And so if they're choosing to stay at a lower level of consciousness, it means they're choosing to stay in a low vibration. If you're choosing to raise your vibration daily, and you're choosing to move forward to your purpose, move forward to everything that you want to do, you just be you. And I promise you, the more authentic you are, I promise you, the more that you stand in you, even if people don't see you as that, and they call you out and they say all these things about you because they see the old version of you, but I promise the more that you stand in your internal truth, that everything will work itself out. I hope that this helps a little bit for you guys just along the journey. It's never an easy journey to expand and to grow, but I'm telling you, it's the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself. So I am giving you love, and I'm giving you light, and I'm telling you that you're amazing, that you're even taking the opportunity to grow, because so many people are not willing to do that. So I'm proud of you for doing that. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'm sending you love and blessings.